Undercover stings, underhanded tactics, and misrepresentation. Tonight, accusations flying between Uber drivers and local cab companies as the battle for your money heats up. Only on 41 Action News, Garrett Hake shows us how the two competitors are going at it right now in Kansas City.
Yeah, it used to be what you saw was pretty much what you got when it came to transportation. Taxis were yellow, you hailed them with your hand, and an Uber was something you could order on your smartphone. But now even the cab companies have apps, and there is word tonight that some taxi drivers may be moonlighting for Uber, proof that the lines are getting messier, and so is this fight between these companies.
Just push that.
Dustin Kaufman signed up to drive for Uber on the day they launched.
I quit U.S. Bank like instantly. I'm like, peace, guys.
On Sunday morning, he checked for other drivers working, planning to go where they were not.
And I noticed there's an Uber car sitting right outside of my house. I open my front door, and there's a 1010 taxi dropping off one of my neighbors.
You think that's a coincidence?
No, it cannot be a coincidence. Because I followed him, and I went, after he drove off, I looked back at the app and watched him drive down the street.
Bill George runs 1010 Taxi and Yellow Cab and says it's possible the car was being driven by one of his independent contractors. He said that would be a bigger problem for Uber than for 1010.
The 1010 Taxi was picking up one of their trips. They don't know who the driver is, and they don't know what car they're in, and they certainly don't know whose insurance policy is in effect.
Kaufman also accused taxi drivers of working as dummy Uber drivers to hurt the company's reputation.
They drive around the city, they don't respond to the calls, and they're just accepting calls and not going to pick them up.
We tested that theory, ordering 2 cars in different locations. Drivers and cars matched the descriptions, and both came on time. George denied using dummy drivers, but did disclose another cloak and dagger tactic he employed this past weekend.
We have had our staff go out and take rides.
Photographing Uber cars without livery licenses or whose drivers or cars didn't match their profiles and sending that information on to attorneys. More ammunition for a battle that continues on metro streets.
But the city has to make an ultimate decision. Either the rules apply to everyone or they apply to no one. It's that simple.
Tonight, Uber's Kansas City general manager didn't respond to our request for comment, but as Uber, Lyft, and traditional cabs continue to duke it out, we don't think this will be the last we hear of this debate. Reporting live, Garrett Hake, 41 Action News.